Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pain Train. Continuing on with my video game environment series, here's my top 5 fire, lava, and volcano stages and areas in video games.
Hopefully this is apparent from the title, but this is my list of favorites. This is heavily influenced by my own subjectiveness and biases, but I will try to explain as thoroughly as I can why each area appeals to me. Also, I will be upfront with the fact that I am a Nintendo fanboy, and as such, most entries are going to be from those games. However, I am limiting it to one entry per series for each video, otherwise certain series would dominate these rankings. I'm going to touch on aesthetics, level design, and music. Without any further ado, let's go!
Coming in at number 5 is Lethal Lava Land from Super Mario 64. After Bob-omb Battlefield, I feel like this stage is the next most iconic level in the game, and one of the most iconic lava levels of all time. The stage is littered with platforms of varying size, all completely surrounded by lava, with a center platform circling around a volcano that will occasionally spit fire. Most of the enemies in this level are called bullies, which look like horned, angry bob-ombs that will try to run at you and shove you into the lava. A few bigger variants need to be defeated to earn stars. The volcano can also be entered to grab 2 stars, which require you to ascend the inside to reach them near the top. The theme is the same as Shifting Sandland, but I think the low repetitive percussion really sounds like bubbling lava, so I think it works very well. My favorite part of the stage is when you get to access to the Koopa Shell, which will let you surf on top of the lava to grab coins, attack bullies, and collect 1-ups. Though, the camera is a real problem at times in this stage. It can cause you to fall off into the lava through little fault of your own, and though it's not an insta-kill like most lava in games, it's easy to get stuck bouncing on the lava and 3 quick butt burns will take Mario out. This stage is so nostalgic to me and taught me the danger and thrill of this environment. At number 4 is 2-6, Lava Scarves and Red Hot Blarggs from Yoshi's Woolly World. There are a surprising amount of lava worlds in Yoshi games, but this one stands out for its sheer wildness. This stage is full of lava geysers and burning Blarggs, and it is insanely hard to get through this stage unscathed. There are bullet bills flying everywhere and teeter platforms that make it hard to stay on balance. Other enemies include Shy Guys, Hook Guys, and Lava Drops. The music is one of the best things about the level. It sounds like a wild thrashing rock song that perfectly conveys the amount of fun and danger this stage presents. The only thing I don't like about this level is that the Blarggs can corner you in spots where it's impossible not to take damage, and then not being able to be permanently put down is an annoyance as well. But for the most part, this is a unique and entertaining lava level. Next at number 3 is Sector 3 Emergency from Metroid Fusion. You enter this sector before this mission, but you really don't enter the super hot rooms, so it's more explorative. But the antagonists of the game decide it's better to blow up the entire space station than to let Samus live. So your computer alerts you that the boiler is overheating and will detonate, so you must rush over to Sector 3 and make your way to the boiler room to fix it. The time limit hyped up your anxiety as you try and barrel through the enemies including Namahis, Savas, and Gyarados. Your suit can now withstand high temperatures, but it's still damaged and slowed by lava, which is absolutely everywhere in this path. The music also starts with a blaring alarm alerting you to the emergency, and transitions into a high-tension theme that serves its purpose to drive home the severity of the situation. In the boiler room, you discover a Core X that has absorbed a scientist and taken his form in order to disable the cooling system. Once you defeat it and recover the wide beam, you can reactivate the cooling and put an end to the stressful but thrilling mission. In second place is Time's End from A Hat in Time. This is the final stage of one of my favorite, fairly recent games I've played, and I love that it takes all the combat and the platforming skill the game has taught you up to this point and makes you use it to prove your worth defeating this gauntlet. It's a fairly long linear path where you are jumping and swinging across platforms over a giant pool of lava. Fire will erupt out of the lava, and some of the platforms will rise and fall, making it easy to fall in. Thankfully, touching the lava will hurt and bounce you up instead of being an insta-kill, but there's not a lot of control, so like Lethal Lava Land, you can get locked into bouncing to your death. You'll face almost all the enemies and NPCs you've encountered during the game, which really works to tie it in as being built up to this point. The music is an epic theme of constant drums, piano, brass, and lava sounds that would fit in perfectly as a Bowser Castle theme. The level ends with a final confrontation with Mustache Girl. Don't ask. This level is one of my favorite game finishers of any that I've played. The danger, theming, and platforming are top notch. Gold medal goes to Fire Temple from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is maybe my favorite dungeon in my favorite game of all time. This temple is deep in the crater of Death Mountain and needs a Goron tunic to even be able to stand the heat. The temple objectives are to free all the poor Gorons captured to feed Volvagia, the dragon, and find the legendary hammer that will put said dragon down. This level has a very symmetrical map, and most of it is about ascending the temple to find the hammer that will cause you to go back down. The lava, if you are wearing the right tunic, will only hurt occasionally, but there are plenty of opportunities to be incinerated by firewalls, fire keys, and the mini-boss Flare Dancer. Volvagia the boss is a long serpentine dragon that breathes fire, swipes at you, and drops rocks on you from the ceiling. This temple actually has two separate themes, as the first one was yanked for most versions for having an Islamic chanting in the background. The current song uses deep percussion and a synthesizer made to sound like demonic wailing, which really plays on the depth of hell impression this temple gives. Finding the Megaton hammer as a kid is one of the most triumphant memories I have, and it is used to give this satisfying finish to a very satisfying dungeon.
So what did you think of the list? Who did I leave off? Who shouldn't be on here? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please drop a like, subscribe, follow on various social media in the description below. Keep an eye out for more biome rankings in the future. And as always, have a blessed day.